everyone. I'm Penny. First of all, I'd like to introduce my team member, Robert and Monica, to you. Today we're going to talk about challenges and opportunities facing PMG technology sector in the US. So first, let's choose our structure of the report. And we'll talk about medical technology industry, the background, give you some background information first. And we are focusing on 3 states, that's Massachusetts, Minnesota, and California as well. Then we are going to talk about the project management industry in the US and give you our recommendations. This is a table from Ernst & Young. We can see this is public company data because the total revenues of the companies reached in 2010. It's and also their R&D expense and also their net income. Then this is the employment data on biomedical engineers and by state. This is the most up to date that it's in 2011, and we can see California got most employment numbers, then followed by Massachusetts, then Minnesota numbers takes place. Then let's welcome Robert to give you some detailed information on this.
So we're going to use our cluster analysis to demonstrate which of the 3 are we'll demonstrate that these 3 states are most competitive. So we've first we looked at specialized factor conditions, and we can see that Massachusetts, for example, here produces far more students with a bachelor's degree than the rest of the United States as a total, and also universities in there spend quite a significant portion of their income on R&D expenditure with life sciences, which is the category that the medical device industry will belong to. As we can see, the companies in Massachusetts also have they also attract a significant portion of venture capital than the rest of the US. They're all, relative to other East Coast medical device clusters, it also produces more patents, which is an indication of its R&D activity. Again, demand conditions is very stringent local regulation, which can act as a disadvantage at times. However, on the other hand, it has world-class medical institutions, affordable listed there, and also it's one of the highest per capita spending rates on health, which can give the medical device cluster there kind of an insight into new market opportunities, especially if their customers are very demanding. And that's just a graph reiterating my last point. Related supporting industries, the medical device sector, not just in Massachusetts but also in the other 2 areas, also depends on very strong network of local suppliers, particularly electronic companies and plastic companies. And these also happen to be nationally competitive. They're also well supported by trade associations and organisations such as MassMedic and MassPoint, and it also has the largest concentration of education institutes. Finally, with regard to rivalry, it has a large concentration of medical device companies in Massachusetts, and that's the location quotient there gives an indication of how concentrated the industry is in that particular area. So local rivalry is intense in most of the companies. Pass you over to Monica now to talk about the Minnesota medical device.
Minnesota has a very long history about the research, development, and the manufacture on medical devices dating back to 1949. In 2011, the R&D spending by different science and engineering sections is shown on the PowerPoint, and the most spending is on the life science. It's about 71% of all spending. So we can see that Minnesota has a high quality of R&D in the medical devices industry. How about the other 3 conditions of the cluster? Between 2002 to 2006, Minnesota registered over 2,000 patents on the medical devices. responsiting 10.5% of medical devices patent in United States, and it's only less than California, which is 6,500 patents during that time period. And the medical device industry, while seemingly small, is highly concentrated in the state, particularly in twin cities. Minnesota medical device industry started with cooperation between healthcare university research and technological enterprise, and the research institution like University of Minnesota and Mayo Clinical in Rochester. And there are over 1,500 technological interns firms in the section in Minnesota, and in 2007 there are 455 electromedical companies in Minnesota as well. And for the rivalry, there are very strong competition among the local companies like Medtronic, Boston Scientific, Central Medical Incorporated, and 3M Healthcare. It's quite same as other two states.
And so I'm going to talk about California. This is that from CHI, California Healthcare Institute Investigation of 2011. Number of California biomedical companies is around 2,300. In total, estimated revenues is more than 110 million. So there's large companies in California, and these are PMG's potential customers. And we can very large companies, and also as well as some international companies and other groups might also in the same information. California medical device. So we will do some analysis on this area, and with some benefits of this state that will be provide competitive advantage to PMG. California got most highly skilled workforce, as well as very famous universities and specific knowledges on it, and also specific scientific infrastructure, as well as capital resources. And also the largest local markets in the U.S. For other supporting conditions, it's very close to Silicon Valley computer industry specialized. Silicon Valley is so very got specialized computing power in this area. It's
we're going to look at the profitability of the project management industry, and we'll be going through a force analysis for this. We don't really have a lot of information on this, and a lot of the questions we'll be asking PM will be to gather more information on this. So far we have some barriers to entry, because they already have offices in these areas, particularly in California and Massachusetts. Then I'm sure they'll probably be able to save money in their capital requirements. This is a ease of doing business index, so it's ranked 4 for ease of doing business, and it's pretty highly ranked as well for giving credit to businesses, protecting investors, and enforcing contracts, which would be important for them. This is just a snapshot of some of the competitors we have identified for PMG's states. These are the questions we're going to ask PM, so you can have a read of those there if you want. we're kind of trying to ask them to target high growth areas in the medical device industry. There are 5 sectors, and these are the 2 fastest growing, so ophthalmic and surgical medical instruments. That's it.
Okay, thanks for that.